Hello everybody, welcome to Waylander Gaming. This is Waylander here, joined by Scarf Skankle, as we bring in you the most wanted list, the Grand Finals. It's a best of 5, it's reverse push, it's equilibrium, in a battle to see who's gonna win it all. We're gonna head into the coin toss right now. Scarf Skankle, how are you feeling today? How are you? What are your thoughts about this upcoming match? Let's see, I'm sure the viewers are waiting to hear from you. What you think?
Well, good evening, Ryan. Good evening, everyone. And I never thought we're going to reach the grand final stages. I'm super excited. We know both teams are very, very strong, and I'm just very pleased to see a team that did feature in our very first academy to be in, well, the grand final spotlight of the most wanted list. Just very curious to see who is going to take the top spot, who's going to be the most wanted on the most wanted list. So as I just see the coin toss that go in favor of reverse push. So reverse push opting for the left side, and first picks, first bans.
Yeah.
So I'll put in my vote after the draft has been done. But very, very excited.
Yeah. I'm just reading the messages here between the two teams. I got a little bit of banter going on between the two teams here about the possibility or lack of possibility of a stream delay. So for those of you tuning in at home, there's like about a couple minutes delay between what we can see and what you can see. So we have the ability then, Scarf Skankle, to predict the future for the viewers at home.
Yeah, we do. We 100% do. In this banter here.
Yeah. So the teams are already in position. Now we're getting through into the lobby bans. I'm sure everybody's excited to find out what heroes will be eliminated in the lobby before we get into the drafting phase. It's time for us to get going with us. It's gonna be reverse push with the first pick, first ban. Equilibrium, second pick, second ban. First game of the evening, first in a best of 5. This is going to be an absolute crackerjack. It's been a couple of months that took us to this. I think it's almost about 2 months now, Scarf Skankle, that brought us to this particular moment in time.
100%, bro. Almost 2 months. There was unfortunate delays here and there, but we're here. So the bans coming in from reverse push, banning out Jawhead and Lu Yi. And EQ response with the Matilda and High Loss bans. So let's go into the drafting phase.
Yeah, exciting stuff. It's gonna be, as we all know, some very, very typical bans, Matilda and High Loss, as well as Joy and Lu Yi. So it's gonna be RVP Squash, who was the gold laner for them, with the first ban of the evening in the banning phase. What are they going to be going for? What are you thinking here, Scarf Skankle? Some respect bans straight off the bat? Or do they have a strategy in mind?
I think they will be going for a strategy in mind, as we do see reverse push removing Granger from the equation. So no deaths in order for the side of Equilibrium. Very interested to see what Velocity is going to bring in for the first ban in the drafting phase for Equilibrium. Banning out the chip.
I literally invented one.
I know that he plays the chip, so it seems like they will be picking up something else, seeing that the Joyhead was removed from his fingertips.
Chip is always a good ban, especially when you are not the first pick. Although Chip is not a flex pick, quite dangerous, so you don't want to leave that available. It's going to be the Harith ban coming through from the side of reverse push, so it looks like they're focusing their bans on the gold lane here in the first part of the drafting phase.
Yeah, taking a lot of deadly heroes away from Shady. So definitely respecting him at this point of stage. As Lindo bans out Florin. That's an interesting ban.
Yeah, Florin has slowly, under the radar, kind of snuck back in. she allows for certain of the fighters to be played, as well as certain of the tank, like for instance Fredrin. Fredrin not doing too badly after his recent buff.
As we do see, Maeve Wiley picking up Kalia as the first pick for RVP.
Not
Did you
a,
empty and Shady with a response?
yeah, not a bad first pick. Well, was Joy not banned out? No.
No, Joy wasn't. It was Jawhead.
Oh, Joy.
As let's pick up Joy and Malice with Garu Gacha. Yeah, I've been hearing some crazy stuff regarding Garu's new buff.
Yeah, that is true. Gato is, well, it wasn't like he wasn't in the meta. He's one of those heroes who actually needed it enough. But it seems like Moonshine had other ideas.
Chose me to vanquish the
Oh,
shadows
Prince Super picks up CC and with Suyu. I know Suyu was well, it was a 50-50% fight between Suyu and a Joy, but Suyu doesn't have that magic defense that he normally had. That was removed fully from him. So 1v1 against Joy. I wouldn't favor it too much, but let's see how this one does play out. As Juju MC picks up Valentina. So that's Tsunami Slam and that, well, the ultimate of Suyu at this point of stage that can get taken up.
Potentially the curtain call as well, though I think that would be a little bit of a waste.
Yeah.
Only love.
Because I mean, if you take the curtain call, I mean you can't use the first skill, and I mean with the curtain call and the first skill, you know you get your 10 stacks on CC, you throw the curtain call, and then you use your first skill, and that's where she's broken. So I don't think that's going to be taken into the equation. So as we do see reverse push continuing, focusing Super Shady, removing Moskov from Shady, and Sicilian getting banned out from Equilibrium.
Yeah, so Moskov is a pretty good ban. It's going to allow them to eliminate any split push potential. Moskov, if you play him right, because he's not the easiest marksman to play in the world. Though I know his skills are not difficult to use. It's just his skill set makes him very deadly. I mean, he's got good laning phase. He has escapability with his dash. He's got this crazy long stun if he actually lands it properly. Extremely good late game scaling, split push potential, and the ability to join a team fight from literally anywhere.
Oh, as we do see, Quas picks up 1-1 and Aishio picking up Vexana. So it's just Shady left with the final pick for EQ, and we can jump into this first match in this best of 5 series in the grand final stages in the most wanted list.
It's either Bruno or Iratel would be decent picks here. Because Bruno will be able to, especially if you know how to get that 2 charged ball combination going, can outdamage a 1-1 before she can actually get that full crossbow tank set up.
So it's going to be still on skill.
Yeah. Unless, of course, she gets to throw that first skill out from close range, because then she can first skill, second skill, and then that's like almost an instant crossbow tank.
Great stuff. So viewers, if you haven't done so yet, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button on this grand final stages. If you're looking at the drafts, which side are you favoring, viewers? Please type it in the chat and we'll get right back to you.
So, first game of the best of 5. The drafts are looking quite tasty. Though this Vexana, especially with that Eternal Guardian and full-on combination, could prove to be quite vital in this game. I am loving the new Vexana. I'm saying new Vexana. It's not like they changed her skills. It's just the buff that she's received is... she was strong before, just on the cusp of being meta. I feel that this new buff has placed her strongly within the meta right now. I don't know what everybody thinks at home. If you could let me know your opinion on the buff to Vexana. And as we see, it's going to be this time around Velocity going to help out the Valentina, knowing that this nuke skills from the Vexana is one that allows for really fast wave clear. Kalia, on the other hand, just helping Suyu, making sure that they can actually get this level 3 quite nice and early. As reverse push, strolling their way towards the gold lane. There's Gacho with a little bit of a poke here onto the 1-1, but 1-1 turns around. Ooh, look at that, look at the nuke damage. The stun comes in. Oh, but Suyu, he missed that stun. If he did, it would have been something else. It's gonna be a ton of damage being dealt there to Suyu. He's still hanging around here. The dive is underneath the turret, it's first blood. Oh, but there's the follow-up. Is it gonna be a double kill? Going the way of Equilibrium, they do manage to take down 2. It's a 2-for-1 exchange going in the favor of Equilibrium. But Velocity just sticking around here. Electro Beats comes out from Joy. She waited very patiently for that counter engagement. I would say Lindo doing quite a nice job there, delaying his engagement to just the right time and then allowing the setup for 2 kills there.
Just at the minute and a half, we already see three deaths on the map as well. EQ having that 300 gold lead, so we do see Joy rotating to the top.
Oh, there's the Electro Beats onto the CC. She pops the Vengeance and just does what CC does best, which is avoid all the damage and somehow manage to live through everything.
Well, CC with the second skill does come in quite vital. We do see reverse push starting the first turtle of this match.
Yeah. Lindo, though, does have the retry advantage. Just going in. There's the stun. Suyu manages to get that, though. The Electro Beats is there. The Eternal Guardian comes down. Doesn't manage to knock anybody up. The fight's still continuing in the river, but it looks like there's going to be the disengage right now. Juju MC's got that Tsunami Slam. Has managed to take it away from May Willie on the Kalia. So we're just going to keep an eye out on that.
Yeah, I think Juju MC with the Valentina. Valentina should definitely be the focus point, or your eyes to keep out on.
Yes. A lot of pressure here being placed onto Super Shady here by the 1-1, but Shady using the walls ever so beautifully just to make sure that that crossbow tank couldn't get picked up. Everybody's in the bush. There's going to be the Avatar Guardian. Use that to scalp, but not in. Oh, the counter engage comes through. There's Suyu with a follow-up. They manage to take down Velocity, but the fight continues. Suyu is taken down. It's the Electro Beats from Joy, as it's going to be Equilibrium picking up yet another 2 kills in this engagement here in the gold lane.
Well, so a 2-for-1 exchange once more. EQ almost getting that 1k gold lead. It's 800, 900 at this point in stage. But very disciplined early game.
Ooh, but a solo kill there in the bot lane. Cross taking down Super Shady with a 1-1. That's the thing. It's gonna be a high skill matchup there in a gold lane. A 1-1 up against a Bruno. It's gonna be all come down to who's gonna get the combinations going through first. There's Joy with the Electro Beats underneath the turret. It's going to be the Sandstorm by Malice, but CC wanted to go back in there. Does get the curtain call. The knockup comes through from Kilia. I'm not sure what was that, but anyway, he went in and paid the price for it.
Yeah, I think CC was hoping the team the team could rotate a bit quicker, but nonetheless.
Avatar Guardian into the mix there. Joy manages to steal the buff, gets the retry. There's the pullback of the Tsunami Slam underneath the turret, but the Revitalizer's coming through, keeping everybody alive. However, CC hopping into the mix, but decides to disengage. So no retry available for Joy. I'm sure Suyu knows this, but the turtle being started up anyway. CC goes in there. CC gonna get CC'd up and blown up absolutely quickly. There's the Electro Beats coming out. Tsunami Slam comes out. The stolen one from Valentina onto the Vexana. The zoning away here means it doesn't even matter that Lindo doesn't have the retry on the Joy. It's gonna be an uncontested turtle going the way of Equilibrium.
Yeah, it just seems like Equilibrium is currently shifting gears. I mean, if they get those sets right, I mean, reverse push was a bit slow to react on the no retry onto the turtle, but hey, anything can still happen.
Yeah, right now it's the gold lane that's 1-1 with that extra kill. doing quite well. Oh, there's the Tsunami Slam. It's the Avatar of Guardian. They managed to get a pick-off kill. Bruno underneath the turret trying to get onto the clear. 1-1. Front lining here. Tries to get that crossbow tangs off, but just everybody has mobility. They're escaping the attentions of this 1-1. Gatto sticking around here. So nice pick-off from the side of Reverse Push. Things are still fairly interesting. The gold lead not too significant, but still in the favor of Equilibrium.
Yeah, it's only 900 in favor of Equilibrium. No map control just yet. No towers taken down. Just before the 6-minute mark.
Ooh, look at that from the 1-1. She pops that Wind of Nature. Maybe slightly early, but oh joy, he's on a killing spree. Pops that Electro, beats, manages to take down the Kalia one more time. Meanwhile, 1-1 stays fairly safe in the gold lane there.
Yeah. We do see Velocity is trying to get that engagement onto Quas, but that Avatar of Guardian not landing its mark.
Oh my goodness, but look at that. The taunt comes through, managing to take down Electro beats underneath the turret, managed to take down the 1-1, as there's another kill that goes, or 2 kills that go the way of Equilibrium with that particular engagement. They're putting a lot of pressure now into the gold lane, knowing that 1-1 could prove to be a potential danger in the late game. Kalia taking a lot of damage here. The Revitalizers coming through very nicely for the side of Equilibrium here, as Tsunami slammed back in there. I wanted to try to do some amount of contest for this red buff, but he's gonna get taken down. There's a Sandstorm comes out from the Khalid. He's playing himself back to help. The CC into the mix. CC taken down. Now the Sandstorm comes through. There's a lot of damage. Oh, they finally managed to take down Khalid, but it's a full team wipe here in the mid lane by Equilibrium. They just eliminate everybody, and 2 mid lane turrets falling in quick succession before this third and final turtle even gets started up.
Yeah, it seems like Equilibrium definitely shifted not 1, not 2, but 5 gears as with that team wipe and the 2 turrets. That was some aggression coming in from them, but what a play! What a play!
Yeah, so third turtle goes uncontested to the side of Equilibrium, as we would have expected it to be. Vexana and Suyu just managing to keep the shields up and running. That's actually quite important considering the time frame. So the shields are up in the mid lane, as both teams are here around the XP lane. Bruno taking down yet another turret. There's a lot of damage coming through. Oh, nice Avatar of Guardian. There's the follow-up. There's the Sandstorm. It's Vexana taking down. Tsunami Slam dragging the Joy back, but Joy's just so much damage there. Just manages to take down 3. It's only going to be Kalia and Suyu. They gotta retreat. Joy into the base. Look at the amount of damage from Joy. Electro beats as well. Escapes, but look at that damage, is absolutely insane.
Yeah, she went and had a beatbox session there in Reverse Push's base.
Yeah.
Like, let me play you some music.
yeah. Stallium Scythe Holy Crystal already completed at this, going towards the 9th minute mark.
Yo, guys.
No.
So as we can see, we've got this engagement here in the jungle here of Reverse Push. If Sean, you could just move us across to my
100% on it.
My VC. Right, as we're just watching the battle that's going on here. It's another 20 seconds to this next Lord. Once again, the Tsunami Slam being stolen by the Juju MC on the Valentina. And, well, things are not looking all that good for Reverse Push at this moment in time. So, well, we'll get to see how this is going to turn out.
Yeah, I mean, well, look, bro. Let's not count the chickens before the eggs has hatched, or the Avatar of Guardian not landing onto anyone. Friend Super and Joy with a legendary kill onto Friend Super, but the Tsunami Slam into the base as Joy is shut down. Yeah, I mean, if Reverse Push, they can get up a decent defense here. They might turn the tides here, but let's see how this one does play out.
Yeah. So, I mean, anything can happen in the course of the game, right? Right now, a lot of the things are going the way of Equilibrium. They do have the Lord, they have the shields down, which is quite big before the 12-minute mark. They've got a lot of pressure going, though a little bit of that goal would have been deleted by the fact that Joy was shut down there. But here we see the engagement under the turret. It's a curtain call coming out. The Lord is beating down the mid lane turret. There's the Sandstorm coming in. Doesn't manage to catch on to everybody, but the mid lane turret has been removed from the equation. The follow-up here from Crosses is trying to get that crossbow tank set. Just needs the front line to be able to frontline a little bit for him. The 1-1 having the easiest of times getting that crossbow tank set. There's just a little bit too much mobility here from the side of Equilibrium at this moment. There's Joy going in underneath the turret. Oh, gets the kill and gets out with just a sliver of HP. My goodness. Lindo not caring about anything there, turret damage or otherwise.
No, I was actually expecting that turret to do the final blow onto Lindo, but not doing so.
Oh, there's the Avatar of Guardian, does land onto 2. CC, however, wants to try to get something going here. The Electro Beats comes out into a beautiful Sandstorm setup there by Malice and Super Shady. He wants to get the damage done to finish off. There's a nuke being thrown up with Vexana, but it's a 2-for-nothing exchange. The tier 3 turret has fallen down. The waves are in here. This could be an opportunity for Equilibrium to end this all. They just need Bruno to find the angle to get the lock onto the base. They're trying to create it for him. He is getting that lockdown. He's trying to beat it down, and he manages to close out the game. Double kill for Joy. Lindo on the Joy at the end. So first game going the way of Equilibrium.
GG's well played, and Lindo picking up the first MVP. Only dying once, but yeah, still picks up the MVP for the side of Equilibrium. No MVP for the side of Reverse Push. But without further ado, let me get the second match up and running for us here.
So it's just going to be action as we jump from one game into the next. We're going to be making a move on to the second game. So Equilibrium drawing first blood. But this is a best of 5. So we know anything can happen in a best of 5. You can lose the first 2 games, you can come back with 2. I'm sure those of you who watch the M series, the M 6s and 5s and the MPLs, which is pretty much all of us, right? We do love to watch the pro scene around here. We'll get to see some epic comebacks. Maybe, possibly, Reverse Push can turn it around in this next game. I'm sure the Reverse Push fans are really hoping for what's going to be coming up next.
Just waiting for the final member of EQ to pop in. Who's missing?
Oh, they're on opposite sides, they just need to swap. Right, so we've got everybody into the lobby. Let's get into our lobby bans. This time round, it's going to be Equilibrium with the first pick, first ban. In this, the lobby banning phase, what are they going to be going for? Will they have some picks that they want to get rid of? It's based on what happened in the first game. What they thinking? Well, what worked before will work again. Let's go on with the same old from the first match.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see if there's going to be respect bans coming in through here. I think just comes to show it doesn't help that you focus ban or one specific player. I mean, if the Euro pool is so large, it's crazy. I think just stick to banning out what would give your team or your draft a problem. I'm just waiting for the bans here.
So bans will be up shortly and we can get into the game.
Let's go. Alright, Equilibrium banning out Matilda and Hylos once more. RVP with a response.
Alright, so I just put the bands up on screen. It's a Matilda high loss once again. Looks like Equilibrium definitely doing their homework on reverse push. So they're sticking to what worked in the previous game, getting rid of those two heroes once more. It's Kalia and Joy as the ban. This time Joy being respect banned by the side of reverse push. Joy, we saw such a very strong MVP performance there by Lindo. So the players are ready, the bans are in. Into the game we go. This is the second match. Equilibrium up against reverse push in the most wanted list grand finals.
Yeah, I wonder, will the reverse push be able to get one up onto EQ here? Or will EQ take this in, well, a dominant fashion once more? Like I wouldn't say the previous match, towards the end it was very dominant. As we do see EQ goes with that Florin ban once again.
Yeah. Well, it seems that this is definitely homework being done. So they must have noticed that reverse push were playing a particular composition involving Florin. Probably within the ranking scene, so deciding to get rid of it.
Make some noise for yours truly.
That's a switch up as Equilibrium bans out CC from reverse push. So no good and cool.
CC.
So my question mark is the reverse push going to go with, sticking with the Granger ban? I'm quite interested to see that they didn't ban out the Lu Yi, the velocity on the chip. So this does mean, I know what combo is coming. I don't want to give it away just yet.
Well, let's get to see the picks coming through here for the side of reverse push. Right now, if I was on the side of reverse push, I'd be thinking about Camilla, to be very, very honest.
Yeah, especially with that portal from a chip. I mean, that's but you need to get your timing right with the cursed blood onto the portals, as we do see Marv Wiley does pick up Joyed and on the Hayabusa.
Yeah. Well, it just means that you're going to delay certain items like the the one that gives your ultimate that cooldown. A name slips my mind right now. This your old age does to you.
Where there is light, there are also shadows.
As long as you've got that certain degree of sustain, because I'd even be thinking about getting Vengeance. So the moment you see a chip or even a Louis, you know what they want to do. Everybody's going to be kind of bunched up. The best pick to deal with the chip is going to be a Camilla. So the moment chip ulties, you just have to wait just like 2-3 seconds. Once the team comes in, it's just cursed blood and GG's.
Yeah, that's true. So Lindo picking up to you this round. And Juas, swapping out with Yavi as Yavi brings in Yilda into the equation. Yilda very devastating onto the back line as we just wait for the final ban coming in from reverse push. Banning out Moscow. So once more focusing fully onto Super Shady.
Yeah. They're trying to give their marksman a decent time. And this time around, I think the marksman will be able to be last pick.
To me, fun is all that matters.
Respect coming in onto the 1-1, and Super Shady removes 1-1 from the equation.
Yeah,
so
1-1 was having a good time in that lane in the 1v1 situation.
Yes. In the gold lane, you still have the Clint open, Claude is still open, so there's still even Kimmy. I'm wondering if any of the teams will be picking up Kimmy though, as we see Asia picking up Sicilian.
Ooh. So the way things are looking right now, Equilibrium, they do have a nice combination going. I was just about to say, they looks like they're going to go for the Badang, because it works really well with the Chip and Louis. Whereas reverse push have more of this pick-off style of play. It's not like there's any massive set play potential. So you're looking at heavy team fight composition up against pick-off play, and a lot of this is going to come down to the rotation between the two roamers. And we cannot say that normally Jawhead would have a good time in terms of rotation speed. But let me ask you this, Skarpskenko. How do you rotate a chip?
You don't.
Yeah, exactly. You don't.
I would have picked up a Luigi, but yeah, if you got a Luigi on the same side, it's impossible to out-rotate the chip. As we do see Huas picking up Barry for the final pick for RVP. So if we're looking at the drafts, I am 100% favoring EQ's draft into the second match. This diversion plays is going to be very brutal. Especially RVP not picking up the hard counter to chip, which was the Camilla. But let's see how this one does play out.
Also, we were looking at Velocity with that logo to say how much money he spent on skins.
Yeah, a strong TZ that's live on the Wylander gaming stream. You know how this works.
Yeah, so into the game we go. This is the second game. It's Equilibrium up against Reverse Push in this, the Most Wanted List Grand Finals. It's the best of 5. Equilibrium drawing first blood, picking up the first game, and we're going to get into the second one right now to find out what's going to be happening with the team swapping sides. It's Equilibrium in the blue, Reverse Push in the red, as we get this show on the road.
Yeah, with this lineup, both teams is pretty much going to go for those sets and full send. It's either going to make or break.
Yeah. So Chip trying to use a bit of play to try to take down some health from the carry, but carry heals back up, so nothing major being done there. Although you would say that he has baited out the heal skill.
Yeah, I mean, Chip, that first rotation into the gold lane, it's definitely skill baiting and to help the marksman get ahead. As we do see the rotation going into the gold lane.
Oh, there's the engagement here. Well, there's no shadow kill available, but look at this. The pressure from the Jawhead in the early game. They managed to take down Shady. Nice play there from the side of Reverse Push. They went in nice and early, but Chip, the Jawhead trying to check and scout out the bush is going to get stunned up by the Chip. But there's going to be Lindo marching in here. The stuns come out. The Sanguine Claws is in there. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at the second skill there from the Hayabusa. He doesn't have the level 4, but Candy comes in, makes them pay. The punishment is real. As they continue this engagement, Luigi trying to get the Yin Yang, does get the Yin Yang off. It's gonna be the... Oh, now the Shadow Kill comes out. Oh, but Doug made the rotation, but he's gonna get caught with the Sanguine Claws. There's the kickback. They're chasing down Malice here. Malice has to flicker the safety. Oh my goodness. This is almost like a reverse start of what happened in the first game. Reverse Push really hitting the reverse gears here.
100%. 2 for 4. So Reverse Push having the 2 kills advantage. We do see the jungle invade as well. So Reverse Push at this point in the stage, at the 2-minute mark, does have that 700 gold lead.
Yeah, so the first title of the game is up, as Skarpskenko mentioned. Pulling this alongside. Oh, there's Hilda, right? Hilda is somebody who can really bait out some skills and cause a lot of chaos. There's the Sanguine Claws in there once more. The fast fingers on the ref. She wants to go in there, dances back out. The Yin Yang combination not quite landing there from Lui, but Lui does have that diversion play up and running. Chip as well, almost got his ultimate on the up and ready and available. Ooh, there's gonna be a diversion play into the bushes here. They're just going to be waiting for Hayabusa to walk through here. I don't think Hayabusa knows what's cooking. Hayabusa's about to get exploded. Is he going to get the shadow kill off in time? He does manage to get the shadow kill off. He does have that second skill. He's going to get taken down. However, he didn't manage to pick up his buff as well. It was Lindo with the retribution there as they managed to get the pick off. So I think there's going to be a little bit of adjustment now in terms of, oh, look at this from Kwas. He goes in there. He's going to get caught out. The blazing duets from Claude. I wonder what he was thinking at that moment.
I don't think he expected the EQ to be there in the brush. to be honest.
Wait, they just saw them get a gank on the blue buff section. But anyway, right? Well, you walk forward, you die. That's how it goes in this particular game. You've got to be very, very, very careful in terms of your positioning and movement. So the diversion play coming through once more as they catch the carry on the way back. Nice play once more. The diversion play is coming through absolutely on point from Equilibrium.
Yeah, that carry is like, what in the mayhem is this? Did I just get hand?
Oh, there's the engagement here onto Joy. Joy forced a flicker back, but the final blast comes through from the Louis. There's the stun here onto Hayabusa. Hayabusa second skills himself back to safety, but walks through just to try to get away from all of this pressure that's being put on here by Equilibrium. So the tables have turned once more.
Yeah, once more. So at the 4.5 minute mark, we do see the second total of this match is spawned up. However, EQ's got that 2 kills advantage, plus a 2k gold lead.
Yeah, putting pressure here in the jungle, taking away a lot of farm away from the reverse push as they're trying to make sure that they get at least some amount of farm going. Claude starting up this turtle, building up his stacks, keeping it going here, then getting it reset. Jawhead just looking for a target here. Gets the ultimate off, doesn't cast it onto anybody. There's the engagement from Chip, the follow-up from Budang, the blazing duets into the backline. Is just a full-on explosion as it's 2 down. Make that 3. Double kill going the way of Louis.
Bro, that first crack coming in from Budang through the portal onto the yin-yang combo. What plays, and then the blazing duet just to add on top of that. That's pretty much injury, insult to injury.
Yeah, Hayabusa tried to go for the turtle steal there, but got stunned up and taken down. Mid lane turret has been executed, shall we say, by Super Shady on the clock. There's the follow-up flicker. First crack from Budang with the chip there to initiate as they take down Sicilian in the mid lane.
Yowie just doing 360s there, and the bush like, okay, what am I supposed to do here now?
Oh, there's the engagement here as they manage to take down yet another unstoppable for Lindo on the Louis.
Oh, that's a tier 2 turret as well. So at the 6 minute mark, EQ does have that 8 kill advantage. And, wow, look at that. A 7k gold.
Yeah, so it's gonna be Yaoi on that Hilda trying to scout out there in the bushes. The map control firmly on the side of Equilibrium. Their map prediction right now very, very, very much on point. They are showing everybody. Ooh, look at this engagement here out to the Claude. Claude seconds getting us away, but Joy says, "You shall not pass," hitting us with a Gandalf move.
On the Tower of Sorrow.
Yeah, but there's a continuation of the engagement. Suyu manages to get out. It's so much damage being dished out here by the carry. The conceal play is there, but Doug manages to stop the Hilda and they turn around. It's the shot to the head from Lindo as they take down the Hilda. Lindo back into the mix here, wants to get something going, but the 3 damage dealers for the side of reverse push want nothing to do with anything and they decide to disengage.
Yeah, just going for the safer route. I mean, having such a gold disadvantage, I would say to play defensively and not initiate team fights. Just get the farm up, get things balanced out, and then re-engage. Oh, cool. Just as I mentioned that, the Hilda gets CC'd on CC'd on CC'd.
Yeah.
So much crowd for a Hilda.
Yeah. But they do manage to get a pick off in the bot lane, but there's a diversion play coming through once more. The yin-yang combinations are in here. Carry's turning around, trying to man-fight this. Does manage to get a kill. There's a shutdown that goes Sicilian's way. Gets the Bat's Feast off, but there's just so much damage. Oh, Joyhead with the kickback underneath the turret. Suyu, nicely done using that ultimate to just escape any turret damage coming through.
Oh, what? This is quality plays coming in here from EQ. Just knowing where, what, and how. I mean, the diversion play coming in from Luigi. The Badang using his second skill to get the stun with his first skill, even though he doesn't have the first crack just up yet. But I mean, it's either the chip or it's the diversion play from Luigi. That's deadly, to be honest.
Yeah. So Shadow Kill comes out there from Yuno. Had to use the second skill, managed to get back to safety. The first crack has been committed already, so it will not be available. As Claw trying to get some damage, Chip goes in there. The Revitalize comes out from Yawi on the Hilda. The defensive game here from the side of Reverse Push needs to be on point. The Conceal play is in here. They're hoping to find Claude once more split pushing, but it seems that Claude has decided, I've taken enough turrets on one side, I need to take some turrets on the other.
Yeah, indeed so. So we do see that diversion play coming in from Louis, shipping them all the way to the opposite side of the map.
Oh, Joyd getting engaged upon you. There's the Blazing Duets. Claw just trying to flicker back with Badang with the follow-up as they manage to take down 2 underneath the turret.
Yeah, no follow-up coming in from RVP in that engagement. It does seem like this is going to, with no follow-up, just disengaging from the fights is currently costing them. I mean, there is instances where they get some of the heroes down low, but just no true follow-up on that. So at the 9.5 minute mark, Team Equilibrium almost having that 8k gold lead and an 11 kill advantage.
Yeah, it comes down here a lot to the drafting because there's no real counter to engage. But with that being said, once the Sicilian starts getting fed, it could prove to be very, very deadly. Hilda chasing down the chip here, but it's Badang with that first crack, just seizing everybody up. It's going to be Carry trying to man fight this, but everybody's taken down. I'm not sure about the chase there onto the chip. It should have been the squishies that were the target, but hey.
Each to their own. So that was a 4-for-2 exchange in favor of Equilibrium. Yeah, that Blazing Duet coming in from broad into the back line with a wraparound play was very, very much fatal for the side of RVP. Not focusing onto the Claude, but continuing the chase onto Chip. That's costly, as we do see the portals from Chip is, yeah.
Yeah. But like I said, as long as the Sicilian is the win condition right now for the side of a Reverse Push, they've just got to be very patient because in terms of draft, they don't have the potential to like team fight this. There's the Lord in there, Suyu manages to get that. It's Conceal play coming out, the Bat's Feast is in there, the Shadow kill from the Hayabusa, but it's going to be Claude managing to escape here, but the continuation of the fight, Hilda trying to chase down everybody. It's going to be a 1-for-1 exchange, but they managed to get rid of the Lu Yi. Chasing here once more onto Lindo. But Lindo has the mobility to escape. Claude doing a very nice job just building up health once more, keeping the lanes pushed, a lot of pressure in here. So 1-for-1 with the Lord. I don't think Equilibrium would be unhappy, but neither would Reverse Push. They do have the opportunity now to get these lanes pushed out and unevenly pushed, especially without Lu Yi being in the mix. So they don't really have to stress about really worrying about where the bushes are, who's in what bushes. Oh, there's a Conceal play from Chip. He wants to get something done, does pop the ultimate, the stuns come through here as the team swarms in and follows up and manages to take down 2. So this is going to be a bit of a tough defense here for the side of a Reverse Push. They may want to let the Lord walk through. I would, especially with the shields being up. So you with the damage into the base. The Sanguine Claws does come out. The shield not enough to take down the Lord. The Lord marching through here. There's the Blazing Duets. They're trying to get the lock on onto the base here. The defense, they're trying to do this Jawhead with a kickback. Manages to take down Louis. There's the first crack there from Badang. But Claude not interested in anything or anybody except the Nexus. And this is second game going the way of Equilibrium.
Yeah, indeed so. So GG's well played to both teams. Reverse Push did have that early game advantage, but Equilibrium just saying, hold up. You think you've got advantage on us? Let us show you what we can do. So with that being said, Suyu picking up the MVP for Equilibrium and Hayabusa for the side of the show. With that being said, let me get the third lobby up.
All right. So things are really speeding up here. We're into the third and possibly ultimate game. It's match point right now in this best of 5 series. Can Equilibrium close this deal in a clean sweep fashion, or will Reverse Push be able to drag one back, take us into the 4th game? Well, stay tuned and find out.
Yeah, so like I mentioned, will this could potentially be the 3rd and final match, or will a Reverse Push take us into a 4th match here if they can get one up onto EQ?
Yeah, well, Reverse Push doing a very good job getting all the way to the finals. Had some really strong performances all the way up in here. It was just in the last game they just didn't have enough crowd control. It's what was missing from their draft. Just a little bit of crowd control could have helped because there was no real lockdown for heroes like Claude, etc. You know, that you needed to just stun them up. Claude was going in, just escaping with like just a drop of HP. And then the chase was on, and the team countered engages. So let's see if they go for a little bit more CC heavy comp this time around.
Well, let's see what pans out. Especially coming in with the bans. But just to add to that, what you said, well, it's, as soon as the team fights just appeared, it seemed like Reverse Push. They didn't want to get the follow-ups into those team fights. But if you look at it, there was no crowd control there, so it makes sense why there was no follow-up onto the damage.
Yeah. Well, but we know this is Mobile Legends, anything can happen. Let's see what Reverse Push will be cooking for us in this next game. Hopefully they get us into the fourth game. I know I'm waiting for the fourth game. I'm sorry to disappoint any Equilibrium fans listening in here, but I'm hoping we go for the fourth game, Skanko.
As you say that, Reverse Push does bring in their bans. And first two bans from the side of RVP is Lu Yi and Harith.
Okay. Just give me a second, I'll be back now.
Alright, and Equilibrium settling with the Matilda and Hylos bans. So good luck and have fun to both teams as we jump into the third match in this best of 5 series. Alright, and into the drafting phase we go. It's the third match between Reverse Push up against Equilibrium, as Yawi has the first ban in this drafting phase for RVP. To the window, to the wall, to the wall.
The immortal one
Does the
chose
rain
me
drops
to
down
vanquish
the
the
wall?
shadows that plague this world.
HDDD. Mother Clockers, as a Suyu is removed from the equation from Reverse Push. Malice with a response from Equilibrium.
My tail's been
Oh,
itching for a
Kalia
real
getting
fight.
removed from the equation. ACO. For the response. What will it be?
Time to drop the
Ooh,
beat of the
removing
clock.
Joy. So no electro beats for the side of
Let's
Equilibrium.
make the
Chip
whole
is
world
still
green
open.
and lively.
Will the EQ pick up that same pick as Florin is taken out of the equation? So the only hero that was banned from the previous picks was the Lu Yi. Hwas? The first pick for the side of Reverse Push. Will Hwas pick up the first pick or will he swap out? Oh, giving Aishio the Hayabusa. Even though Aishio did play Cecilia in the previous match, Velocity settling on onto the chip. We will definitely see Malice with the Badang. Or will it be something else? As a Lindo with the next pick. Will Lindo pick or will Lindo swap out? Oh, Lindo going with the Fanny. Oh, swapping out with Malice as Malice picks up Badang. Yeah, are we showing a CC at this point in stage? As good as good. Let's go. May Wiley swapping out with Hwas. So Hwas picks up the 1-1 and Yawi picks up CC.
Going once more for the chip play, I see.
Yep. And I saw the chip was like, bring up the Badang.
Payback
As
time.
GMZ picks up Plaza.
Yeah,
Super shady with the
it's just the follow-up that they need for the combination that comes through from Badang and the chip. That's why I always say whenever there's a chip pick from Kamala, because whenever someone picks up a chip, you can't exactly ban out all the heroes that combine with chip with that big AoE CCs and stuns. So it's best to just say, okay, let's man fight you within that. Because you throw out a Cursed Blood, and as long as not too many people are caught, even if the Camilla gets caught and she lands the Cursed Blood, the team is close enough to respond. It's literally
What's your
GG's.
command?
Yeah, indeed so. So we do see Garagacha being the final ban for the side of EQ. And Fanny getting banned out from reverse push. Linda did show the Fanny before he swapped out. But will Linda pick up your favorite? Or will it be the YSS?
I don't think it's gonna be maybe, I don't know, I'm not sure. I've been hearing a few good things about the YSS recently with the recent update. General Cho was showing me some footage of his gameplay, saying that YSS is looking quite strong. Went a bit under the radar for the most part, but looking quite strong. But let's get to see. The Tigreal can be used as a bit of a counter to engage, because the implosion plays, you don't have to really set or really worry about it. You can get those implosion plays going. Going for the Jawhead once more, interestingly enough. There is a bit of set potential this time around for the side of reverse push, but personally I would have preferred to see the Tigreal instead of the Jawhead, but let's see how this Jawhead works out.
Yeah, well, agreed. I would rather take the Tigreal, but been shouting, pick up the Kabbalah! Cursed Blood! So, viewers, that just comes to show you there is no stream sniping. As a Super Shady is showing us Chow. Wait,
Wipe
what?
out all the injustice in
Picks
the
up
world.
Chow for gold lane.
Well, let's see how this works out on the gold lane. Maybe to try to deal with this the 1-1 here. I don't know.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. So, into the third match we go. Viewers, please cast your votes. Who do you think is going to take this third match?
Oh, well, the Equilibrium draft looked really strong up until the Cho pick. I don't know, they probably have some idea with the Cho pick, right? I'm not hating on Cho, I'm just saying that okay, maybe they'll be thinking, you know what, let's go for this double fighter composition since we do have a MM in the jungle.
Yeah, that could potentially be the situation. And I mean, you've got the chip that's got the portals. I mean, why not? Why not? Go full send.
Yeah. That is true. That is true. So into the game we go once more. Chip using this rotation to try to get towards the gold lane. I think 1-1 might be aware of this time around, or just deciding to wait very, very patiently. They're forcing Chip to make the rotation towards the gold lane here as Jawhead starting this up. Ooh, interesting play here from reverse push. They're going for the quick blue buff, red buff combination here, and possibly a gank. They are leaving Vexana on a lonesome, but Vexana, once she's level 2, has a certain amount of ability to survive to a certain degree. As we see that, look at that, just coming in there to Retri. There's the engagement here. Oh, look at this from 1-1. So close, almost the escape, but gets taken down here in the gold lane. So that Fasa rotation, I mean Fasa as we know, just extremely fast. Cho putting a lot of pressure here onto the Hayabusa. There's Jawhead. Comes in there just to help the Hayabusa out. Hayabusa not exactly managing to get to that level 4. Doesn't have the retribution to contest here. Vexana, it's a little bit of way. Oh, he does manage to get this. There's the engagement. The flicker does come out from the Jawhead. But Hayabusa doesn't have that shadow kill. He would have been looking for that right now. The chase is on here as Hayabusa does manage to get it. Shadow kills now into the... Gets a double kill there. Will he be able to escape? I don't think so. He's going to get taken down, but it's a... well, A 2-for-2 exchange overall. Oh, look at that from the Vexana. CC with the rotation, wants to go in. Almost taking down the fast on Joshua. That bird form just saving his life.
Transforming into fairy. Oh, very her husband and pigeon flying away.
Yeah. Nice rotation there from CC. Yowie, very quick rotation. Managing to get across and just cause a whole bunch of chaos around there. This is what I love to see from XP laners, when they can make those rotations across the map.
Yeah, indeed. So Forza will be beginning back to go and drop those email letters. So let's see what's going to happen in this first turtle fight. As the first turtle has been spawned up and reset twice.
Yeah, meanwhile, there is a fight in a 1v1 situation here. 1-1 doesn't have the ability to get the crossbow tanks. Is trying to do something, gets taken down there by the quick rotation from Juju. But looks like they might be sacrificing the turtle for the gold lane gank. So gold lane gank it is. It's a trade-off on both sides of the map. But Equilibrium picking up a slight gold lead due to that particular play.
Yeah, I think the focus point is to get the Chow out of the gold lane there. The quicker he can start rotating, I think the more vexing they will be into this matchup.
Yeah, in the early game especially.
100%.
If reverse push can hold the line up until the late game, there's going to be the show, the way of the dragon onto the Vexana. The feathered airstrike is there, the flicker comes out, the nukes are in there. Vexana throws out the Eternal Guardian just to get a bit of a defense going and is going to recall. Cho just dancing around there. There's the Hayabusa into the backline, gets the shadow kill, but they might be able to pick him up as he dances back in there. Oh no! Oh, he beats it out, but Patang with the flicker first crack comes in with the follow-up. Oh, I thought that was so close. Oh, but 1-1 gets the crossbow tanks out. The curtain call is in there as well. The chase is on, but the stun's coming through from Chip way too much as it's a double kill for the YSS. He's dishing out so much damage there. Lindo is hopping in, wants to get another, manages to take down Yaoi. Jawhead wants to get the kick back onto somebody, but once more the feathered airstrike is available and it's gonna be the nukes from above, forcing everybody back. Flickers out. Does Jawhead.
Yeah, indeed so. So this is very entertaining, bro. I mean, it's skills on skills as we see the Way of Dragon onto Vexana, and Chip gets the kill onto Vexana.
Nice pick off there from Super Shady with that show rotation from the gold lane. It's going to be 13 seconds left to the next turtle, the second turtle of the match. The first one did go the way of reverse push. They're going to hope to try to get the second one, but this time YSS is going to go potentially for the... Oh, there's going to be the shadow kill coming out as Hayabusa manages to take down one, dances around there. They pull Chip underneath the turret. He's dishing out, taking a lot of damage, but Cho is into the mix. They're going to have to be careful. The Wave of the Dragon is still available. Jawhead tries to get the engage. They manage to take down the Chip. The follow-up is in there from the team as the Equilibrium managed to get a return kill there. It's 2 for 1, however, in the favor of a reverse push. Oh, but feathered airstrike continuation. The knockups are there from Cho. The double knockup there as they take down yet another. It's Yaoi on that CC that was eliminated. Wave the Dragon onto Quas on that 1-1 and make that a third. Hayabusa shadow kill with this out to the minions. He just tried to get those fast fingers off, but had to escape to safety. And just went double safety with the shadow kill.
Indeed so. So at the 5.5 minute mark, we do see Team Equilibrium having that 5 kills advantage, as well as a 2.7k gold lead.
Yeah, once more, Pasa with the feathered airstrike, just trying to zone away Prince Super on the Vexana. Hayabusa farming up as best he can here. The damage output from Hayabusa is quite amazing at this moment in time. I'm quite impressed with that damage. I thought he was nerfed.
Yeah, indeed so. So this is Grand Finals here at Waylander Gaming. Thank you to King of the Hill. So there is a free membership that is going to be gifted.
Right, so while that's going on, the mid lane battle is continuing. There's the engagement onto CC. She's gonna get CC'd up. Once more, the shadow kill is out there from the Hayabusa. Oh, but the follow-up is in there from the side of Equilibrium. They managed to get down one, make that 2. Jawhead manages to escape here, so it's a 2 for 1 exchange overall as Hayabusa wants to continue this particular fight, just dancing around with the shadows, forcing Equilibrium back.
This is a lot tighter than the previous 2 matches, to be honest.
Yeah. As we see Hayabusa sensing the opportunity, was he going to throw out the shadows into the bushes? Can he get that start? Oh my goodness, he's just slightly off there with the shadows as Malice on the Badang manages to recall and get back to safety. Meanwhile, here on the gold lane, they are focusing onto the 1-1-1-1, being chased down here. Joyhead just tried to protect. There's the way of the dragon onto the Joyhead, but Joyhead, a tanky boy, manages to just take the kick to the face without too much of worries. Cho going in. There's the Eternal Guardian used as the counter engage. Meanwhile, 1-1 is taken down there by the YSS. A chip, pulls the ultimate in there. Engage has gone to the CC once more. It's going to be YSS doing so much damage, but Joy goes into the mix there. Can he get the YSS? Oh, YSS. Slippery manages to jump back out. Super Shady just with the disengage, making sure that nothing's happening. Meanwhile, Axio on the Hayabusa on a killing spree. Oh, but there's going to be the nukes coming through. Super Shady trying to chase down the Hayabusa. He manages to second skill to safety.
So, just before the 8-minute mark, it's a 6-skill advantage with a 4.2k gold lead in favor of Equilibrium.
So right now they're looking in position to end this off in a clean sweep. It is time for the Lord. The third turtle was left for quite a bit, or the second turtle was left for quite a bit of time. So it's turned into the Lord. It is the 8-minute Lord. Cho going in here. Trying to frontline. Joyhead doing a bit of damage. Joyhead in a 1v1 situation is quite deadly. Oh, there's the flicker. Way up the dragon. Onto the Vexana. Oh, we see the follow-up. The first crack is in there. Vexana with a flicker. They managed to take down the immortality. The shadow kill is into the backline. Onto Malice. Oh, but the nuke is in there. But the chip with the counter engage drags the team across. But 1-1 gets the crossbow tank. Turns it around. Dishes out the damage. It's a 2-for-2 exchange overall. But the jungle is dead for the side of Equilibrium. Could this be a turning moment in the game? No. Hayabusa is a little bit too low, so they can't go and force this Lord quite yet. You're gonna have to wait for him to recall. Nicely done by Joyhead, kicking back the minion, the wagon. It doesn't look like a wagon, but it is a wagon. Oh, there's the engagement here. 1-1 being nuked up. Manages to somehow hop, skip, and dance to safety, but the recall is there. Chip trying to find some angle to try to get the engagement. Will be scouted out by the Joyhead. The stun comes through on the Joyhead. The team is dragged in here. Joyhead is going to get engaged upon. There's the first crack onto the CC. CC taking a lot of damage. A nuke comes in there. The curtain call comes through. Vexana has to disengage there. Somehow Yaoi is still alive. Oh, but there's going to be the death strike in there. Oh, but look at that from 1-1. She gets the crossbow tanks. Joyhead is into the mix. It's going to be Hayabusa into the backline. Is this the moment? Reverse push, switch the game around there. It's going to be 1-1 with the double kill. The Lord is available. Reverse push. Now, I'm trying to get the squeeze on. They've changed the course of the map. They've been patient. They've had the delay. Badang wants to try to get some bit of contest. Joyhead is into the mix. The Lord goes the way of reverse push. Can they translate this into turrets though? Oh, it's going to be Hayabusa. He's stunned up. Can he get the shadow kill off? Oh, it's going to be the follow-up there. The first crack, he went in there. He didn't have the shadow kill available. The stuns coming out from Juju MC was just too much. It's going to be the flicker committed by the chips. Drags the full team in, but there's the counter engage. But Vexana was the one getting caught out. The curtain call comes through from the CC, but oh my goodness, could this be a Lord that could potentially have been wasted?
Well, look, I mean, if I can get a turret or 2 from this, I mean, that would be the key focus here, as we do see the Lord does take the first tier 1 turret in favor of reverse push. But gold no longer in a very large pool to the side of EQ. It's only 200 gold now. Got shit of that.
Yeah, it was. Joyhead trying to chase onto the chip here. Chip decides to open that packet of treats and get away. Oh, there's the engagement onto the Vexana. I think some bush check-in is in order here.
That should be in order.
Oh, looks like Hayabusa almost saw the opportunity to go in onto the Cho. Not worried about Way of the Dragon, just being like, yeah, I can go in if I wanna.
Let's see.
It's
I'm
not.
gonna take my.
Yeah, it's not the damage Cho. So you can actually go in a 1v1 situation. Oh, there's Badang with the camp out. Gets scouted out. Right now, they gotta be careful of this crossbow tanks coming through. Look at the damage here from Lindo. He's underneath the turret. The chip with the stun follow-up here. 1-1 manages to pop that Wind of Nature, but it's just gonna be kicked back with the way of the dragon. Feathered Airstrike is into the mix. It's 2 down for the side of reverse push as Equilibrium now. They should be able to secure this mid lane turret with this. Oh. Lindo with the camp tried to get a bit of a buff steal going. Did a lot of damage onto the Hayabusa, but fast fingers there from Astio on that Hayabusa. Oh, there's the engagement, the Feathered Airstrike, the follow-up is in there, the curtain call does come out. It's CC somehow managing to survive through all of this. It's the same with Hayabusa. Nicely done, that Rose Gold Meteor coming in absolutely clutch, keeping him alive. So it's only 1 taken down underneath this mid lane turret. So advantage Equilibrium, but I don't think it would be. Oh, there's going to be the dance around as Hayabusa opting not to go in with that shadow kill onto Super Shady on the Cho. But as he made the rotation towards the bush, wanting to try to get some farm, gets blown up, and this with 10 seconds to the Lord.
So recall spams here by the base coming in from Shady, trying to bait out players from reverse push. It's a trademark Shady.
Yeah, that is true. First crack though against the wall. I'm not sure what the wall did to Malice, but he seemed to hate it a little bit.
He wanted to get that frustration.
Yeah. But there's the kickback here onto Chip by the Jawhead. Chip pops that ultimate. Badang into the mix there as well as Fasa. Cho trying to frontline for the team as Lindo jumps in with that YSS. Look at the damage coming out here from 1-1. Doesn't manage to get the set with the crossbow tank. Cho trying to find the angle to get the way of the dragon. Wants to try to engage on this 1-1. Trying to bait everybody out. Try to get a little bit close to him. There's Badang. This time round almost gets the first crack off. Oh, but there's the shadow kill by the Hayabusa as he manages to take down the fossil. Way of the dragon does come up. The CC's full on here, but somehow Hayabusa managing to survive. Oh my goodness, it's going to be another taken down there for Equilibrium. Hayabusa still staying alive through all of this. 1-1, however, is eliminated from the equation as Hayabusa. It's a triple kill. It was the Lord who got the final hit in there. It's only going to be the Jawhead left alive. It's a 4-for-2 exchange. Jawhead being chased down. The Lord is into the base as Lindo on the YSS picks up the Savage.
What a play. EQ is definitely going to force for the end here. Super Shady. You're noticed. Lindo noticed as the Lord engages onto the Nexus.
So this should be game, set, match as the Lord gets the final few hits in there, and in clean sweep fashion, Equilibrium take the most wanted list grand finals.
So Equilibrium proving to be the most wanted team on the most wanted list as Lindo picks up yet again another MVP for Equilibrium. 12.34 on the YSS for Lindo, and Asia with the Hayabusa picks up MVP for the losing side of the reverse push. So reverse push being the runners up, but the Equilibrium proving that they are the most wanted. Yes. So GG's well played to both teams.
Yeah, so well played to reverse push, getting all the way to the grand finals. No mean feat considering the level of competition that was there in the most wanted list. There were some very, very strong teams from the group stages all the way right through up into the final. So they should hold their heads up high, making it all the way to the grand finals of the most wanted list. But Equilibrium once more showing why they are considered to be the best in the land as they take yet another tournament under the belt. So MSA last year and now the most wanted list as the first big tournament for the year, going the way of Equilibrium. So well played too. Juju MC and the boys as they managed to pick up the first major of the year for the South African mobile legend scene.
So with that concludes the weekend here at Waylander Gaming, doesn't it, bro?
Yeah. It's been quite a long run now, Scarfskanko. There have been a lot of tournaments being featured from Mobile Legends to PUBG with some Call of Duty to spice it all up. It's been an exciting few months of the year. 4 months already down into the 5th month, Scarp. And, well, I think we will be on a little bit of a hiatus for just a few weeks as we will have just some custom games and some friendlies going on for everybody because we don't want the entertainment to stop. So we do have a small bit of something scheduled, a little bit of something planned. Won't be any majors up until I think it's going to be the Snipe Nation with the 4-man PUBG tournament, as well as the Dex Lab trios for PUBG, and then the long-awaited for MSA kicking off in June, 6th of June.
Yeah, so with regards to MLBB, we will be having some academy. We'll have the academy up and running for the month of May only. Just a few sessions of new teams, and so the big academy will be closer to the end of the year. But just for the month of May, we've got some academy stuff up. And as I mentioned, the PUBG stuff. And then obviously there will be some solo streams. We need to finish off Season 1 so that we can start with Season 2 at Waylander Gaming.
Yeah. So once again, congratulations to Equilibrium, Malice, Lindo, Velocity, Super Shady, and Juju MC, the winners of the most wanted list. Shout out to you guys, clean sweeping it 3-0 up against Reverse Push. But with that being said, Skavshenko, I think we can close this Mobile Legends stream for the weekend and for actually a good few days to go. Thank you everybody for tuning in to watch. It was a pleasure having you all here as per usual. If you haven't, press that like, share and subscribe button. Please do so. Skavshenko, any final words before we bid good night to the viewers at home?
Yeah, just a special shout out to King of the Year as well. That brought us the most wanted list this year. So let's stay tuned. I'm very interested to see how the most wanted list is going to look in the next season. So without further ado, that's it from me.